What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be recreating the Voskhod 1 and 2 missions. So last episode I believe I did the Mercury Redstone mission. And now we are moving on to Voskhod, which was the Russian second crewed space program. And it was very much like the Vostok. In fact, they were very similar sizes. They looked very similar, but they had a few differences. For example, here you can see me putting the parachutes on, but then I decided to try and make the cable that had the parachute and retro rocket attachment on it. Because in real life, there would be like a thing that came out the top of the Voskhod, and it would have retro rockets and parachutes on it, and it would come out the top, and then it would fire off the retro rockets and open parachutes. And a lot of people, I feel like in the recreations, they would do it where they have the retro rockets on the bottom, but that isn't accurate, and I am trying to make these things as accurate as I can with using mostly stock parts. So here I'm putting on the antennas, which I forgot to do for Vostok, much like how I forgot that it has a solid fuel engine rather than a liquid fuel. So that's a little mistake in that video, but got it right in this one. Also, I did do a bit of part clipping, so please forgive me, but you know, it's for a recreation. If this was like a career mode or something, which may be coming soon, then I would not do part clipping. But just to get a realistic recreation, I do a little bit. And clipping the solid fuel booster into the fuel tanks is justifiable, I think, and the batteries too, because the fuel tanks are empty. And in real life, you could have done that too. Just empty out the fuel tanks and throw a bunch of stuff inside there. And here I am putting a action group. That way it can extend the parachute and retro rocket assembly. And then I'm putting the fairing on. And some of you guys who have been around watching KSP videos on YouTube may have seen Matt Lon's video of doing Vostok and Voskhod. And he made the fairing on the top unrealistically large because he said there was no way you could get it to look like the real thing, where they had like a opening in the side of the fairing, and in a way he was kind of right. Also, right here I am seen trying to use the Kodiak, but then I decided against it because I kept seeing pictures where it had one singular engine on the bottom, and if I got that wrong, please correct me in the comments, but I'm pretty sure it only had one engine. So I got rid of the Kodiak and replaced it with the Terrier. In a minute I will. There we go. Okay, that was me just looking up stuff. And there I am putting that on and assembling the hot staging ring, which Russian spacecraft use a lot, or rockets use a lot. Alright, now time to build the actual booster, which in take one, I actually made the booster orange and gray, but in real life it was white. There we go. And putting on the engines for it, some vernier engines for gimbal, because those engines, the big ones, they can't gimbal. And yep, there we go, we got the Voskhod. But then I realized that Voskhod 1 had 3 seats instead of 2, and it didn't have an airlock. So I had to get rid of that and change a few things about it. I'm gonna do that in a minute. Just wait. Oh yeah, and then I made some new Kerbals in the same name as the real life cosmonauts who went on Vostok 1. So they had Vladimir, not the Russian Prime Minister, whatever he is, at the time, today. It's a different guy who's an astronaut. And you can see our names right here. I'm just copying and pasting them in. And I wanted to put those two and just do like one flight. Then I thought, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not just gonna combine it. I'm not just gonna combine both missions into one flight. I'm gonna do it the right way, and I am going to do 2 flights, which also gives me the opportunity to recreate another milestone of the Voskhod missions, which was that they got the 2 spacecraft in a very close flyby, so that way they could see each other with binoculars. So, yeah, I would launch Voskhod 1. I keep saying Vostok. So I would launch Voskhod 1, as you can see here. 3, 2, 1, and lift off Voskhod 1. TWR in this thing is crazy, guys. Turn it down to 50% throttle. And yep, beautiful lift off. So the plan is to launch Voskhod 1, leave it in orbit, then launch Voskhod 2, leave them in a close flyby, and then land those missions. As you can see, I installed a texture replacer, which gives the Kerbal some messages. And ignore that he's decapitated, because I have Kerbal VR. But I just made a separate install of KSB just for YouTube videos, so that bug should be gone now. And Kerbal VR videos may be coming soon, I'm sure. Oh, and look at that! Some wonderful shotguns. And you can also hear sonic booms and rocket, because I installed rocket sound enhancement. There you go, some great sonic booms. I love those things. It's so good whenever you're landing in a shuttle or flying a jet, you can hear them. It's very cool. Especially while landing shuttles, because there's no engines going. So it's just very quiet, the sonic booms and the rattle. And if you don't have rocket sound enhancement, I would greatly recommend it, along with the sonic booms mod, which will be in the description of this video, and waterfall. Oh, here we go, Korolev Cross. Bam! Beautiful, beautiful booster separation. And in case you don't know, the Korolev Cross is what you call that formation of the 4 boosters perfectly flying away in Russian rockets. It's named after Sergei Korolev, I believe. So anyway, as we watch this thing go into orbit, I will read a little bit about the history of this rocket. So, in 1966, Gemini and Voskhod were completed, and Sergei Korolev died in surgery at 59 years old. Oh, there we go, hot staging. I was not watching. Yep, as you see, hot staging is where you ignite the engines of the upper stage while the bottom stage is still going, and there goes the Kraken. So yeah, the Kraken kind of attacked the ship. But I just loaded a quick save and auto-shredded the top assembly with the backup rockets. Yeah, I just auto-shredded that, and bam, it was fixed. Yeah, then I just continued the burn orbit, and I'm going to. So, let's see. It was in 1963 that the Americans started making plans for Gemini and Apollo, and Korolev and the Soviet space program started designing the Soyuz spacecraft. In February of 1964, just check what's exciting is happening on the screen. So far, not much. So in 1964, Korolev took 4 Vostok. Oh, okay. So the Voskhod was actually originally 4 Vostok ships, and they remodeled them to make them 3-seaters, and naming them Voskhod, which means size. Very cool. And they had to add these cluster solid rocket engines attached to the parachutes, like I did with the piston. And my flight profile isn't that well, so I flight profile of Voskhod. I probably could if I looked a little bit harder, but also the upper stage was just really annoying to fly. So I just didn't. I did not enjoy flying this first one. The second one was a bit better because I had to practice the first one. Okay. So they had to remove the ejection seats, so no more launch abort system. Oh, there we go. Voskhod has separated. And here I am just exploring around the capsule. So if anything went wrong in the launch of Voskhod, you're dead. Like, there's no launch abort system or anything. So, yeah. It was a very risky flight. Much like Gemini. Of course, launched from the R7 variant. Oh, here I am. We're back in the VAB, and here we go. Time to assemble Voskhod 2, which is already mostly put together. So I think all I had to do is just sort out the staging and then launch. There's not much to do. What am I doing? What am I? What? Bro, it's already built. Just launch it, man. Okay, so here I am, just double checking everything and making sure that everything's all put together nice and well. And also, that is my custom flag in the background for a space program I call AOK. I'm not going to do any videos on it, but possible career mode series coming soon. I might reuse the name. We'll see. Also, AOK stands for Administration of Kerbal Exploration. Oh, here we go on the launch pad. And yeah, I do have FMRS installed. It's for reusable rocket stages, and if you like landing Falcon Heavies and stuff, then definitely install FMRS. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and lift off with Voskhod 2. With only 2 seats this time, and with Pavel and Alexei. So actually, if you don't know, Alexei was the first man to go on EVA for the spacecraft. So we're gonna do that. So the first flights of Voskhod were in October of 1964. Run out of fuel in those boosters. We get another Korolev cross, 2 in 1 video. Also, you can see that there's something sticking out of the fairing on this ship. That is the inflatable airlock that they use to go outside. And Alexei will use that in a little bit once they get into orbit, which will take a little while. Please forgive my terrible gravity turn. It could have been a lot better. I'm just not used to launching from the desert launch site. It's been a while. Also, if you notice that the Sputnik is gone from the map screen, that's because a while ago, shortly after recording the Sputnik video, my KSB save files all got deleted because my game got corrupted, and I had to reinstall, which took me a while, so I lost my saves. Including the original Recreating Rockets save file. So a few things are gone. But hey, we're back now. Also, yep, he's decapitated again because of Kerbal VR. And for some reason, there's a glitch where there's like a white tube inside of the command module. And I think it's from the inflatable airlock. I thought it was from the top retro rocket assembly, but nope, it's from the airlock, and I don't know how to get rid of it, so we're stuck with that. Here I am trying to match the planes, inclination planes for both craft, and get a good intercept, which is going to take a little while, but especially because this thing doesn't have very good steering. And I got a good separation of like 1.9, but yet again, because of this craft's terrible steering, I couldn't quite get it on there. So it's still a little bit far, but hey, they probably have binoculars, right? Like, yeah, they might be able to see each other. Oh dear. Yeah, 3.9 kilometers. It was not a very good separation. And I tried to fix it, but I couldn't get it close. So I just was like, you know what, screw it. We're just gonna deal with that. And just see if we can actually spot them. And getting there. Yeah, there's that weird white tube. Here I am attempting to look out the windows, but I couldn't. So I couldn't really see what was going on. Yeah, there you can see it's from the airlock. Maybe it's because I kind of clipped it into the command line. A little bit. I just barely. So I feel like that wouldn't really make much of a difference, but it did. I'm so confused. But yeah, you know what? Let's just pretend like they were able to look out and see our spacecraft, and all is well. Successful mission. But you probably remember we have one more objective to complete with this mission. Also, I had to talk for 30 minutes straight because this is a 30-minute long video. Oh, there we go. Beautiful sunrise as Voskhod 2 comes over there. Was Voskhod 2 the one to actually go into VA first? If you hear like that noise, that's my chair hitting my desk. I'm sorry. I need to check my facts. I don't want to get stuff wrong. Let's see. Oh, here we go. We're about to go on EVA. And yep, it was Voskhod 2. So this video is probably one of the most accurate ones in the Recreating Rocket series, as of now. And there goes Alex E. Kerman outside his craft to admire the beautiful view. And Texture Replacer gave me some really nice, beautiful, shiny helmets, which look very cool. A few weird artifacts in reflection, but it looks okay. And yeah, he's going out, but we don't want to get too far. In real life, he did have a tether, and I wanted to do that using Kerbal Attachment System, but I forgot about it, so oh well. But if you want, yeah, sure, go ahead and use the tether the winch from Kerbal Attachment System. You can use that as a tether if you have that mod installed, and it's a pretty cool mod. I haven't played with it too much yet, still experimenting. Oh, and the spacewalk is over. Very short. But we gained a lot of insight about how it is to go outside a spacecraft thanks to this. And now time to just check off the stuff on the clipboard. And he will eventually go back to his seat. And then I remember that it's still kind of broken. So I just had to do it the old-fashioned way of pushing the crew transfer and then swapping him into your vessel. But now it is time for the two brave Kerbonauts to return home. So here I am, waiting to plot the maneuver. I'm trying to find the desert launch site. I couldn't find it on the map screen. Give me a second, I'll find it. Wait for it. And then I spotted it, and I was like, okay, there it is. So I started time warping around until it was daytime. And they've been in space for one day, well, about one day now. And I plotted a maneuver, and I have the trajectories mod installed, which helps me plot where am I going to land. So, I just set it to about the same as the engine. So you can see in the bottom left on the staging, it says 94 meters a second. So I just set the maneuver to have 94 meters a second. Well, I could have set the maneuver to have 94 meters a second, but I set it to only 93. It looks okay though. And now we're just going to time warp all the way around the planet to our maneuver and point in the direction using little thrusters on the bottom of the ship. And then we're going to fire that main engine. go. Almost there. It's very slow in getting itself into position. And I was like, you know what? This is close enough. Why don't we just light this candle and make it go? Go. It'll go eventually. Oh, and look at that. Beautiful sunrise right as the engine ignites. Also, there's a stream of smoke behind it, which is very unrealistic because nothing would be making that smoke fly backwards. I don't think. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there should be like a trail of smoke behind it whenever it's burning in the vacuum of space. But yeah, I might be wrong. So yep, engine is out of fuel. We're just gonna time warp down until we get a little bit closer to the atmosphere, and the mission Voskhod 2 comes to a close in a little bit. There's beautiful black rock volumetric clouds, very cool. Here we are. Time to detach the inflatable airlock. Just hit the decouple button. Bam. Airlock is gone. Gonna let it drift away before we detach everything else. And just gonna wait a little bit longer. And ooh, 60. Okay, we're in the atmosphere now. We'll detach everything, turn off SAS, sit back, and enjoy the rest of the ride. Yep, we're basically just a giant beach ball coming down over Kerbin. There we go, we can start to see re-entry heating effects come up. Our Kerbals are very excited to be returning home and tell their great adventure. And just a little bit longer. Okay. You can see the bow shock. Looks like the little blue thing coming off of the front. So we continue falling. Still falling. And we're going very fast in this little capsule. I find it interesting how most of the time Soviet craft are like, they have very round shapes compared to the Americans having like triangular cones and stuff. And oh, look at that! The Kraken strikes 2 electric boogaloo, but it stabilized itself a little bit, and I was able to turn on auto strut, and a little bit of time warping later, and it was fixed. Which is weird because normally time warp summons the Kraken, doesn't make it go away. But yeah, there you go. You can see what I was trying to do with that. If you look up how did the Voskhod come in for its landing, you would see that that's pretty accurate to the real thing. It's been 23 minutes so far in the video. And if you haven't yet, and you enjoyed the video, then please hit like and subscribe. And thank you if you already did. And thank you to all my subscribers, really. They're all great. Oh, and here we go. There we go, and guess what? I forgot to check the TWR and the thrusters. So it flew back up and then came back down, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever from an engineering standpoint. And we're out of electric charge, so yeah. But overall, a pretty successful mission. I mean, I recovered the capsule. It's a very nice place to land. So yeah, I recovered it, and then I just, made a cut to edited the video, made a cut, so that way we're back in space with Voskhod 1 again. So I made sure to auto strut the cubic strut this time, and applied another maneuver, and this time I was smart, and I actually just typed it in. 77 meters a second. Wait, they both had the same amount of fuel. How does this one have less delta V than the other one? Even though the other one had, like, the airlock on it. Is that third Kerbal really that heavy? Heavier than the inflatable airlock, I guess. And didn't it go in at 93 meters a second? It's weird. Also, the little thing at the top of the ship is some backup engines, just in case anything went wrong. just hit that and it'll still be a deorbit craft. But it wasn't necessary on either of these missions. Thought about maybe using it, but might as well just save it. And I don't know where that alarm came from. Maybe I accidentally hit the alarm clock button, but whatever. Okay. That was just a glitch on my screen. Something weird happened. Like a little break in the screen, but I think that was just a bug. Anyway, here we go. Another beautiful sunrise as the engine fires. It's funny how both engines take place. Like both the orbit engine burns take place. So. And we had a bit of extra fuel, so we went a little bit further than we were supposed to. But let's just time warp down until this craft comes rolling back to the ground. 76, 75, 74, 73, 72, 71, and attach everything. There we go. Okay, everything's attached. We hit 70 kilometers, going 69 kilometers. We are going back. When the craft's slow, you just rate itself back up. And the second stabilizes. And Voskhod 3 is through the worst parts of re-entry and coming in nice and gently. And you probably heard at least one sonic boom during re-entry. Here we go, preparing to deploy the parachute assembly. But I landed in like a rather hilly region, like it's kind of high above sea level. And you'll see what happens. Just a minute. I start to deploy that, but then it doesn't come out in time. And I deploy the parachutes, and they fully open just 100 meters above the surface. So a very cool. And then yet again, I didn't check the TWR because I already assembled this one beforehand. And it ended up going back up again. There we go. Very nice end to the video. Except my computer crashed and the recording stopped. So that'll be it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Keep adventuring. Just give it a second, the recording will end in a minute. Like, oh yeah, there's right back.